BradDoesBanter, a name you have probably never heard of before, or a name you haven't heard of for a really long time. This is probably because of his channel, sitting at around 270,000 subscribers, has been kicked to the ground and spat on by YouTube's guidelines and algorithm. Brad starting his channel on the 14th of June 2014, at the start of his YouTube, was something that many other people at the time were doing, Minecraft videos. Now these videos were nothing special for his channel in the long run, but he did get some viewer base from doing these videos. From him starting and ending his Minecraft series, I believe he gained around 20,000 subscribers. Now before I move on with the video, I just need to clarify something. 2015 and 2016 YouTube was a completely different time. People didn't get as offended on Twitter and people weren't being exposed for grooming every day. Brad took a turn from his Minecraft and moved on to commentary videos, with his first gameplay commentary being about Bashverse, which was a trending topic at the time, since this is when he had his meltdown.
On Twitter, I'm just scrolling down my news feed and then a little notification pops up at the bottom, which always pops up if a verified person follows you, and it says Bashverse. What the fuck is this nonce following me for? I've heard a bit of shit about Basher, so I know that he's a bit of a psychopath, obviously. So I don't follow him back, but I DM him, and I'm just like, why did you follow me? I don't know if he was trying to be funny or not, but he replies saying, I was twisting my nipples and couldn't resist. Why were you twisting? I'm 16, Basher. Why were you twisting your nipples, mate? You're a weirdo. But I mean, we all know Basher's weird like that. I'm pretty certain that Claire is like 11, so, you know.
Around late 2016, Brad had gotten into some beef on Twitter with another YouTuber named Syndicate. Now, Syndicate was exposed a while back of him scamming his fans over CSGO gameplay. Brad had seen him arguing on Twitter on his timeline and had proceeded to say this to him: "Don't get upset when you're in prison getting raped." And after this, Brad had actually gotten his Twitter suspended for this comment. And at the time, all eyes on Brad's suspension was the man he was arguing with, Syndicate. PewDiePie, the most subscribed YouTuber on the platform, had contacted Brad and Chubbs about Syndicate. PewDiePie explained how he will make a video defending them if Syndicate made a video responding to Brad in a very negative way.
So I was fucking, honestly, I was praying that Syndicate were going to turn around and be like, oh, you fucking, you know, you're fucking making a video about me, because I called his mum a slag in this video. So I was praying that you were going to turn around and be like, right, well, that's it now. I'm going to try and get your channel suspended or something like that. You know, just some fucking petty shit. I was fucking praying for it, mate. This is going back end of 2016 time, this was. But PewDiePie said he'd do a video of us where he'd, like, roasted Syndicate on his channel. Genuinely. But the condition was, like, if Syndicate carried on, he was like, I don't want to make beef out of nothing, but I think the fact that he's got your Twitter fucked and stuff is like just not at all. Like, it's just like bully behaviour or whatever he said at the time.
Obviously, we would have all wanted this to happen to our YouTube channels. So in Brad's video, he admits he goes at Syndicate personally and doesn't hold back, by taking digs at his mother, by calling her a slag, and just making fun of his looks in general.
Ah, Thomas, I haven't raised you to be a prick, for fuck's sake. Go take the fucking bins out. Fuck off, you fat slag. You look like a spastic elf, Tom. I'm fucking serious. It's bad news, mate. Like, your face is bad news. Look at the fucking state you make. Your nose as well. What's up with it? Fucking nose elf looking bastard. Not only that, you're 20 fucking 3 and you look like a Down syndrome child with a mustache. You got a face that only red kiwis could be attracted to, because as we all know, red kiwis is attracted to children. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Unfortunately for Brad, the video was never made. Bear in mind, this was when PewDiePie was going through a Filthy Frank phase, making his content a little bit more edgy than it is today. And we all know how that went for PewDiePie and why he had to change making that type of content.
Subscribe to Keemstar.
Around 2016 and 2017, a large company by the name of Buzzfeed was extremely popular, and it wasn't because they were a good company, no. They were channels that would advocate for feminism, which on its own is fine, but myself and many others had a problem with the way they went about it. With these Buzzfeed videos, they were very passive-aggressive and almost felt like an attack on men in general. They just left commentary YouTubers making videos about them, because they were an easy target.
First of all, fuck off. It's not about balls sticking to leg. It's about literally smashing my balls and testicles.
People pretty much just sit down and say why they don't like white people or men. It's always either one of the two. Because, you know, men and white people, pure evil.
BuzzFeed themselves, they're quite a weird mix. They can be extremely pandering, while at the same time being incredibly aggressive.
Okay, looking into those YouTubers who had made videos on BuzzFeed, looking at BradDoesBanter, you can see a bit of a tone difference and a bit of a humour difference.
Society treats girls and women.
You see, usually what I'd do is I'd sit here and I'd call them all bitches and slags. If there's an Asian one, I'd probably pretend I can't understand what she's saying and then suggest that she's going to have a Yorkshire Terrier for a tea. Look like a galaxy fucking minstrel. Look at the state of you, you fucking baboon!
They don't try to understand as well.
Well, I tell you what, my son, that is in fact racial stereotyping, but I'm going to let you off because you look like an hamster, and you know, you probably get enough shit at school for looking like a rodent.
As you can see from these videos from Brad, they are completely different from the other Buzzfeed videos. The guy doesn't hold back with what he thinks is funny. These videos would break over 100k on each one, giving Brad a ladder he needed to climb to get big on YouTube. What always surprised me at the time was how no one did call him out on these jokes at the time. It just shows how different the internet was when it came to accepting edgy jokes. Well, I would like to say it ended there well for Brad, but it didn't. In late 2019, Brad uploaded a video in which he spoke about YouTube boxing between KSI and Logan Paul. And Brad had actually made some comments about Vidal Riley, who at the time was KSI's boxing coach, which is black, made some pretty controversial comments about him in a joking way. From a tweet here from Cavis, we can also see the video in question with the caption, "BradDoesBanter really is the worst commentator on the platform. Awful content that includes blatant racism that he claims are edgy jokes." And he attaches this video onto his tweet.
So there's a fight happening soon between Vidal Riley and Shannon Briggs.
This backfired heavily on Brad, but he wasn't having any of it and uploading a video titled "My Response to Being Cancelled." In this video he explains how he isn't racist and how these are all just jokes.
Hello, how are you? Yeah, no, I'm alright. It's been an interesting evening for me. In short, I'm not a racist.
Another YouTuber by the name of True Geordie made a video responding to Brad stating this.
Brings me on to one other thing I want to cover. Did you see the kid who made a joke about Vidal?
No.
So there's a fight happening soon between Vidal Riley.
It's very rare I get actually angry watching YouTube. Like, even when people were having a go at me, I was never like triggered. Like, I've spent hours with Vidal. Like, he's one of the best human beings I've met on YouTube.
I've never like met such a nice guy.
There's no way to edgy joke this up or any, like, there's no way of covering that up. That is actual racial abuse, like 100%.
And Brad had stood his ground with what he still believes to be an edgy joke and doesn't back down. Brad's points, in my opinion, were actually good and to the point, and him addressing them all.
There's no way to edgy joke this up or any, like, there's no way of covering that up. That is actual racial abuse, like 100%.
You say there's no way to edgy joke this up, but there is, because that's what it was. You yourself recognised it was a joke within the first couple of seconds of talking about, within the first breath of this topic. So we're 30 seconds in, you've already contradicted yourself. Okay.
That doesn't necessarily mean I agree with all the jokes that he made in that video, but I can respect that he believes that they are just jokes and he isn't being racist. Just because I wouldn't make these jokes on YouTube doesn't mean I don't think anyone else should be allowed to, because if it's just jokes, I think jokes should be allowed on the internet no matter what they are. Now, Brad's channel after 2017 took a nosedive in views, and while True Geordie drama did bring him back up to his normal views, he did end up sinking back down with the views again. Brad realised his channel was dying and decided to address it in a video called "My Channel is Dead."
Now, I don't know if you're aware, this might come as a shock to some of you, but my channel is a bit, just a fucking, my cock size, just a tiny bit dead. Just a tiny bit like just like my nan, just a bit dead.
Well, not long after these videos, in December of 2020, Brad decided to quit YouTube. Only he didn't, and uploaded a video titled "I'm Coming Back" 2 months after. And then he decided to change his videos, with them being about more serious and toned videos rather than his joking ones. And this was probably him trying to fit into the algorithm like in 2017, but Susan was obviously not having any of it. His channel's views were worse than what they were before, and 6 days of the time of recording this, Brad decided to leave once again with the video titled "Goodbye." In this video, he explains how he wants to make the videos he once did back in 2017, so to do that, he is going to be doing a Patreon, where he charges people £4 to watch the videos he used to make. I think it's clear, looking at Brad's videos and the content he used to make, he is no longer welcome on the site. The algorithm will no longer promote these type of videos, and people will only get shit for it now. It's probably why Memeless decided to pretty much delete all these videos he ever made on Buzzfeed that had to do with race. He probably knows that he will get called out by this in today's time, so who can blame him for doing it, to be honest. But Brad never really gave a shit, and it's probably what killed his channel in the first place, since YouTube changed but Brad never did. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and until next time, die.
Hey Brad, man's making a video on your channel, mini documentary. What are you gonna say about me? Are you gonna say that I'm racist? Because I'm not. I saw 3 black lads outside before when I was going to Tesco, and they were eyeing me up. This is a genuine true story, right? And me personally, I have black friends,